Welcome to episode 520 of the Grit to Greatness Endurance podcast. We're your hosts, coaches, Rich Soares, April Spildy, and Lauren Brown. And you have found the podcast for endurance athletes who want to train smarter, race stronger, and build the grit it takes to achieve greatness.
Whether you are a swimmer, cyclist, or runner, whether you like smooth roads or rocky trails, wherever you are in the pack, each week we share practical coaching insights, proven strategies, and a little fun to keep you motivated.
And whether you're chasing your first finish line or aiming for a new PR, you're part of a community that pushes, inspires, and celebrates every step of the journey. Let's dive in and get gritty together.
That's right. We train hard, we race smart, and today we are going to unwrap a little holiday cheer. Here we go.
Yes, in today's show, Coach Rich is going to bring us our announcements and news. We have our very special Ask a Coach section about what we do when we bump that dot. And I'm sure you might be wondering, what the heck does that mean? So we're going to talk about that as well. We have our G2G workout of the week. And our fun segment is holiday inspired. I'm putting you through a triple threat gauntlet of holiday cheer called Try Ho Ho Ho. So I can't wait to bring that back to you, Rich.
I love that. Ho ho ho. All right. So, hey, if you missed our webinar this past week, remember third Tuesday of the month, every month, we do a Grit to Greatness live webinar. This week we did it on building habits. It was Greatness is a Habit and How to Build Yours. It was a great workshop on building habits for success next year. If you missed that, you can go to our YouTube channel or you can go to our website to the webinars page and you can play it back and see all of the great discussion and information that we shared. Lots going on here in the Grit to Greatness world. We have a TriDOT pool school coming up in Colorado Springs, February 28th through March 1st. If swimming is on your list of things to improve, fear, you just want to get more confident, you want to get faster, this is the time and place to do it. There's a link here in the show notes. Average improvement, the last two pool schools in Colorado Springs, and this is at altitude, folks, 15%. And just a great time to also not only improve your swim skills, but also make a few friends. We have a Grit to Greatness Strava Club. Join us. It's live now. There's a link here in the show notes. We've got everybody sharing their workouts there and giving out some kudos to join us on our Grit to Greatness Strava Club. And we have a really fun thing coming, a really exciting program, Velocity Cycling subscriptions on the Grit to Greatness branded platform. We are fine-tuning our launch. We are going to be fine-tuning it this weekend and next week. Tune in because we are going to announce our first ambassador ride. It's going to be on in January for our ambassadors to take this for a test spin, if you will, and then watch for this to open up for a broader audience, for just more of a general audience starting in February. You guys excited about Velocity?
I can't wait. I can't wait for people to experience it. I can't wait to be on the mic coaching athletes through the workouts and seeing how it changes their riding experience.
Oh yeah, we are bringing it with the motivation. We're bringing it with the cues and all the things. I think it's going to be one of the greatest things we do in 2026.
Yeah.
Yes.
Think spin class, but only like next level spin class where we're really working on bike skills, really
with your coaches.
With your coaches, live with your coaches. So it's going to be fantastic. You're going to learn a lot and you are going to get faster. And you are, if like, I know a lot of people are a little intimidated about shifting and like how to do, how to shift in certain conditions and stuff like that. Man, if you're one of those people, you belong in our Velocity studio. All right. So let's get into this Ask a Coach question. So guys, I'm not kidding you. You're going to blow your mind. Max Max is one of the athletes I coach. He's really a great runner. He just did the New York City Marathon and the Philadelphia Marathon. and just bumped 5 dots on
No.
his run. Kid you not.
And he's really fast.
Holy
He's really fast already,
mackerel.
right? So what is this going to mean for the rest of the world, especially those people that are competing for a Boston slot? Watch out, here comes Max. So Max inspired this curiosity of mine, and right alongside with this came the USAT Level 2 Performance Running Coaching. And this question was actually, one of the things that we had to try to figure out as a part of the class, and one of the things we dove into. So the question is, I bumped my dot, which means, so for there's a little bit of context here. What does that mean? Bumping a dot. In RunDOT, this means the dot score is basically your percentile rank among your athletes that are your peers, your gender, and plus or minus 6 months of your birthday. So it is a comparison of your fitness, your run performance in terms of, your 5K or 10K assessment and how you stack up against your peers. It is data. The data is normalized so that it's like, truly comparing apples to apples. So you're not comparing somebody who did their assessment at 6,000 feet against someone who did their assessment at 0 elevation. It does a normalization, so it'll transfer or translate that performance at 6,000 feet or at a different temperature and whatnot back down to a normalized comparison before it does that ranking. In this case, let's say if you had a RunDOT of 86, just making up a number here, that would mean that you're in the 86th percentile, the top 80, the top 86th percentile of your peer group. So when you improve in your assessment, you kind of want to know, well, what was making that result happen? You just saw your dot score, data optimized training score increase, but what does that really mean? So we're going to kick this off with a few things to kind of explain this, or some things to consider, because this is what your coaches are considering. Start with the big picture. RunDOT is a composite score. It reflects your overall running performance potential based on your training data, physiological, easy for me to say, markers, and recent workouts. Key drivers of RunDOT, or key factors or drivers of your run performance and run fitness, are A, your aerobic fitness or your endurance base, B, your anaerobic capacity, speed and power, your running economy, how efficiently you move, and your mental resilience under fatigue. Those factors really are your, limiters, if you will, in terms of your run performance.
Next, we want you to look at your training load trends. And this is a really great feature both in RunDOT and in our partner app, TriDot, where you can look at your recent volume and intensity distribution over a period of time. You can also look at your increase in weekly mileage, looking also to see how many different types of different training stresses that you've had, whether it was through a tempo run, interval run, long runs, or the easy runs. These patterns really hint at your aerobic versus anaerobic gains. Next, you can analyze your pace versus your heart rate. If you're running faster at the same heart rate or lower, that is a strong sign of aerobic adaptation and improved running economy. And then you can also review your interval performance. Are your short intervals improving? That really does that points to that anaerobic capacity, your fast twitch muscle fibers. Longer sustained efforts improving, that is your aerobic strength or your cardiovascular engine.
Next, we will look at running economy indicators. So this is looking at things like your cadence, ground contact time, your stride length that you might get from your Garmin or similar device. More efficient mechanics often show up as lower heart rate at a given pace, which Coach April just alluded to as well. So running economy is sometimes an aspect that I think is overlooked when you're thinking about how am I going to get faster. And it's not just run faster, run more, go longer. It's run more efficiently. So that's something that we'll be looking at. You also want to look at mental resilience cues. And I love this one because this real quick story, it just makes me think of when I look at some runners who are older than me and I'm like, dang, they are like they can go so long and be so uncomfortable. And then I'm thinking, well, they likely have a lot more years on me of developing that mental resilience. They've been there before, they've been fatigued, they know they were able to get through it. So it is something that can develop over time. And I love seeing athletes that are in their 60s, 70s, 80s, still running strong. So, going back to mental resilience clues, did you nail tough workouts despite fatigue? Did you have consistent execution under stress? That often signals mental gains that translate to better race performance. Because, again, when you're on a race day and you're mentally starting to feel fatigued, you'll be able to think back to the workouts that you pushed through. Next one, field tests to confirm. So aerobic, looking at 30 to 60 minutes steady state run at zone 2. Again, if you compare your pace to your heart rate trends, so if you're able to run faster and keep your heart rate at the same pace, or if your heart rate doesn't go up running at the same pace. Anaerobic, so if you're looking at, for example, 6 by 400 meters or 8 by 200 meters, track your speed and your recovery. Looking at economy, repeatable sub-threshold runs, watch for your heart rate drift. And then resilience, back-to-back hard sessions, evaluate your ability to be consistent with those hard workouts.
Yeah. And if you are using the RunDOT platform and the sister app, the TriDot platform, look for the insights in the app, your training optimization score and workout difficulty ratings. If you see those going up, you know that you are making improvements, and you will see those improvements in your predicted race pace or threshold pace, often will confirm those physiological gains. Correlate with race simulations. So go run a race X simulation, and in a controlled time trial, let's say you're training for a marathon, maybe test your half marathon. If your predicted times are dropping, your adaptations are translating into performance. The whole idea behind all of this is that what you want to do is identify what's working so that you can lean into that, because that is the area where your body is responding to the training the most. So we're using this cue, that your bodies are giving us. There's clues in here about where to focus, and focusing on the things that are giving you payback. So if aerobic markers are trending up, keep building endurance. If the speed is popping up, maintain that anaerobic work, but balance it, of course, with recovery. If you're seeing economy gains, double down on drills and strength. Because that's where you're getting the gains, is in that economy. It is usually a multitude of factors. What we're trying to do is figure out which ones are making the biggest difference. Closing tip here: improvement is rarely from, like I just said, from one factor. It's that synergy of smart training, recovery, and mindset. Track the trends, test regularly, and let data be your guide.
And we are leaning into running today. Before we lean into running today, I'm jumping too ahead. Our Get Gritty sponsor, Vespa Power. Vespa Power Endurance helps you tap into steady, clean energy so you stay strong, focused, and in the zone longer. Vespa is not fuel, but a metabolic catalyst that shifts your body to use more fat and less glycogen as your fuel source. Vespa comes in CV25, junior, and concentrate, providing less sugar, higher performance, and faster recovery. You can click the link in the show notes, use discount code 303endurance20 for 20% off. All right. And now we will continue to lean into running. with our Grit to Greatness workout of the week, descending intervals. So, this time of year, if you're looking for a workout that you can do outside, again, a lot of us are getting our runs outside. We might not be getting as many bikes or swims done outside. So, I want to highlight one of my personal favorites, the descending intervals. I love this session because it's challenging physically, but it's also a powerful mental workout. It teaches you how to stay controlled, how to trust your effort, and how to settle into the discomfort. Mentally, I also love it a little bit on the flip side. I because I know that intervals are going to get shorter, and that makes it feel a little bit easier for me to hang on with each effort. So, what are descending intervals and why do we do them? Descending intervals mean that the effort stays the same. So, with the descending intervals, you will typically be running at that zone 4 effort, that threshold, but the duration of the work gets shorter as the session goes on. So, instead of trying to build intensity, we're shrinking the time, and that's an important distinction so that you're in that comfortably uncomfortable pace. It's hard, but it's sustainable. And these sessions, they teach effort awareness as well. So early on, you're disciplined. If you go out too hot in that first interval, you're going to feel it later, even though the intervals are getting shorter. When you pace it correctly, the workouts starts to feel more manageable as it goes on, even though your effort's never changing. Again, the duration is decreasing. Mentally, this is huge. You're learning how to stay calm at a hard effort and to trust that you can hold it for the entire workout.
Love this workout too. And one of the things I really love about this workout is it teaches us that just because an interval is shorter, that it shouldn't get faster, right? Being able to, it's really easy to fall in the trap of, well, it's shorter, so I can just go harder.
Yeah.
This is a great one to, really teach you some training discipline, really. Here's the workout itself. First, warm up matters always on any run, but in particular, anything where you've got some intensity. Recommend doing 10 minutes easy. Yes, include the drills. Don't skip them. They are not fluff. They prime your nervous system. They wake up the muscles. They are going to be the thing that makes sure that your joints and connective tissue are ready to do the work, as well as making sure that it'll help do things like help make sure that you've got good form when you get started, that you're engaging your glutes instead of your quads, all sorts of things to help you feel better and perform better without injury. After you get the warm up done, main set looks like this. All of the intervals are done at a threshold effort, as Coach Lauren just said, with 1 minute of easy recovery between each of the intervals. You're going to do the first one at 6 minutes. Then you'll have that quick, 60-second recovery. And then you'll do 2 at 3 minutes apiece, then 4 at 90 seconds. And then all done at the same pace. You're not speeding up as they get shorter. What I love about this is by the time you get to that 90-second rep, the effort actually feels a lot more controlled. Maybe not easier, but definitely more familiar. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, and see if you can try to guess your pace, before you look at your watch, see if how close you are to, hey, am I feeling the pace?
I real quick just have to say, I'm so guilty of what you said, Rich, earlier, that when these first started showing up, I was like, I'm going faster on these 90 seconds. I know I can hit zone 5. And I'm like, I'm such a child. But
Yeah, you're having fun with it. I love it. No, this
Yes,
is really
fast
good for
fun.
that. Yeah, fast fun. This is good for that mental maturity when we hit the mean streets for these decreasing intervals. Seriously though, this workout, this is so important because it does translate to both not only training but racing. And that is where this session really shines. Descending intervals are great for threshold development, but they're also fantastic for teaching control late in a race. They mimic that feeling of having to hold your pace when fatigue is already present. And honestly, that is where true grit is built. And here is the important distinction. The workout is not a fartlek, which is also a wonderful workout, but this is two distinct things. Even though the intervals get shorter, the effort isn't random. It's also not a VO2 max session. You're not redlining or chasing speed, you're staying disciplined. So, compared to something like cruise intervals, which are longer, steady repeats, this session challenges your ability to stay composed as fatigue accumulates. If threshold work sometimes feels intimidating or overwhelming, this is a really approachable way to train it because mentally you're always counting down. That is such a true point. So, to wrap up this workout, if you're looking for a run session that builds fitness, confidence, and effort awareness all at once, descending threshold intervals are a great option. They teach you that hard doesn't have to mean chaotic, and that staying calm and controlled at a tough effort is a skill that you can train. That is this week's workout of the week. We want you to give it a try and let us know what you think. Give this a go on the track or on the treadmill. It really is a great approachable way to build in that interval work while also building that mental grit. So great job, Coach Lauren.
Love it.
Okay, let us pull up our stockings because we're going on a sleigh ride. You both ready?
I'm ready.
Heck yeah.
It is officially the season of ugly sweaters, twinkle lights, and pretending our off-season snacks don't count. Good Lord, is that true? I gotta say, today I went to this amazing restaurant. We had our work party holiday celebration at a fabulous restaurant that I've never been to before. It's called Perry's Restaurant in Denver. And I ate a pork chop the size of my head, and I'm still feeling the afterburn. But no, those calories do not count. Just kidding. They always do. But hey, we're having fun here. So we're going to bring a little holiday cheer to the pod with the segment we are calling Try Ho Ho Ho, where Christmas spirit meets swim, bike, run logic or the lack thereof. And it is a 3-stage gauntlet for both of you.
All right.
So I'm going to throw out some festive questions and scenarios, and you just tell me what you would do. There honestly are no wrong answers here. I just want to hear your opinions, okay? There's no training plans. They were not harmed in the making of this segment, and we're ready to start our ho, ho, ho. So ho 1 is Christmas try trivia. So Rich and Lauren, let me ask you, true or false? This is your opinion, okay? The week between, we're talking about those hallowed sacred grounds between Christmas and New Year's is the most common time endurance athletes convince themselves they're still training. Is this true or false?
False. I'm going to say they just say they're not training.
I'm going to say false too. I think we finally admit to ourselves, okay, I'm clearly off the wagon.
Well, I'm staying on the wagon. I am in denial 100%. I am still training during this week.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
a little divergence.
Yeah, but I think that we
the common athlete might have to admit that they are no longer training here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying.
I'm still trying. Which holiday tradition secretly doubles as your endurance training? A, standing in long lines for the last minute shopping. B, carrying gifts and luggage through the airport. C, hosting family and being on all day. Or D, helping Santa wrap presents for the tree at 2 a.m. Which one is your endurance event?
I'm terrible. I'm like, none of them.
Feel free to throw in your own as well.
Entertaining the children while everyone else is doing the hosting.
Yes, the socializing and hosting. You're on child duty.
On child duty.
Yeah.
I think I'm one of them.
It's kind of a derivative. It's kind of like a C. It's, hosting family and being on all day is definitely my endurance event.
Yeah, I can see it, Rich. I know you have a wonderful family and you all get together, and I'm sure it's just a big, joyous riot.
Thank you for helping me recover from that, probably offending somebody in my family. That's awesome.
I know your
Busted.
agendas, so I can say that you are a party planner. You can go from A to Z with your agendas. So I believe it.
Nice. Well done. Well played.
Yeah. I think that I think I might be A. I am definitely a last minute shopper. I will stand in the long line. Yeah, it's not great. But that is an endurance event that I'm willing to take on. All right. Last question here in our first event. What's the most common Christmas lie told by endurance athletes? A, I'll just have one cookie. B, this is just an easy run. C, I'll start fresh in January. Or D, all of the above. Your opinion.
D.
All of the above, huh? All right.
Tis the season to lie to ourselves. Yes. All right. We are moving on to hoe number 2, naughty or nice. It is time to decide. I'm going to give you 3 situations. You tell me whether or not they are naughty or nice. The first one, wearing your race kit under a Christmas sweater at family dinner to keep you from stuffing your face.
You first, Rich.
I kind of like that. A little feeling of like, the stuffed sausage kind of, feedback.
We got a waistband here, man.
I kind of like that. It's like a laparoscopic band, but like for the whole body.
Yeah.
I mean, that's instant feedback.
Oh my gosh. Is it ever?
I'm going to say it's naughty. I don't want to be feeling like I'm called out by my eating habits on Christmas Eve.
Fair.
That is fair. Okay. Calling shoveling snow your strength training session. Naughty or nice?
Nice.
Done this. Finally given up on that and gotten a snowblower. But, for a long time, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm rationalizing. I don't need a snowblower. This is my strength session.
I mean, I bet you were more sore after shoveling snow than you've been after some of your strength sessions.
Your heart rate will skyrocket doing that work.
Yeah.
It is. It's hard effort. It's absolutely. Buckets. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It falls in that category 100%. All right. Here's your third naughty or nice. Gifting yourself new gear and labeling it from Santa.
I think that's nice.
Admittedly naughty, but I do it. I am bad. Santa, let me explain.
Yes. These new Nike Zooms aren't going to, pay for themselves here. So.
Oh,
yeah. All right. We have passed stage 2. We are moving on to hoe 3. Would you rather? Would you rather do a long run in freezing temps or a trainer ride with zero entertainment?
Run in freezing temps.
Yeah, I think freezing temps.
I know we are that. Yep, I'm the same. I would much rather do that. I actually enjoy being out in the cold running.
If you're dressed appropriately, yeah. Like if I had zero entertainment, I was just sitting on my bike staring at a wall.
Oh, that'd be rough. That's torture.
No.
I think I would just be like locked into my head unit, right? Just, like it's the only way I could do it. Like if I could focus I got to focus on a number or something. Maybe
yes. That would be a test of grit. Mm-hmm. All right. I have done this with running in freezing temps. I've actually run in Alaska at about 20 below and had all the appropriate gear. Well, the one thing I did not plan for was my water bottle freezing. So that was a rude awakening when I went for water and I'm halfway out there and realized, oh my gosh, not just the nozzle, but the first inch of the bottle was frozen. So there was no No hydration. So little clue there, y'all. Don't make that mistake.
Yeah, good tip.
Yes. Okay. Would you rather skip dessert or skip your workout on Christmas Day?
Hmm.
Honestly,
Yeah,
you got to
this
be
is
honest
honesty.
here.
Yeah,
I'm
amnesty
gonna.
hour.
I would probably skip my workout.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think I'd move my workout because
Yeah.
there's no way I'm not eating dessert.
exactly.
There's just no way.
Exactly.
Well, and I think my I've got a swim workout on Christmas Day, so the pool's gonna be
Yeah, you
closed
got to move
anyway.
it anyway. Yeah.
There you
I
go.
had no choice.
Yeah, the pool is closed. What is your favorite Christmas dessert?
Mm. My sister makes like a tray of Christmas cookies.
Mm.
So, like, I mean, I love her lace cookies.
Oh, what are those?
Lace cookies, they're like those really thin ones that have like a little bit of chocolate, and I don't know if it's like it's not caramel. I don't even know what is on them. They're really good. But she
Oh, you
makes
got to take a picture and send it to me, Lauren, because I would love to see what that looks like.
yeah. So, I mean, I'd say my monkey bread, but my sister really goes like all she does amazing with her cookies. So,
Oh,
mhm.
I'm really enjoying these confections that these custom chocolates that I got from the from a
oh
vendor.
yeah.
But I think the thing that I love ginger. I love ginger snaps. So like
Mm,
ginger snap cookies on
Mm,
a holiday tray of little treats,
yeah.
right up my alley.
Mm.
mm, good choice. I love Krum Kaka. We even have yeah, Krum Kaka. It's a cookie that you press in a griddle, and it is beautiful designs. It's a Norwegian dish, and then you roll it like a cone, and you can either eat it like that or you can put a little cream in there. Oh, it's so good. But it's a cardamom, cinnamon, sugar cookie that is just like the perfect thinness. It's not too thick and it's not too sweet. You could eat them with coffee. Like they're like, you know what? If we get together, y'all, I'm gonna make it for you because we have our own Krum Kaka griddle, and it's so good. It is so much fun to make.
I love cookies, so you can make as many cookies as you want. It's like that's like I usually like after a race, I used to always put cookies either by my transition area or like go get a box of cookies and have them in my car. And that was always my like, I need to have cookies after my race.
Mm, that's a good choice.
Sweet tooth. So holding you to it when I come out to Colorado.
Oh yes.
Definitely. Yes, we both will.
All right, last one here. Would you rather have Mariah Carey play on every run, like on repeat, or jingle bells attached to your shoes?
Oh my God. Mariah Carey.
Really?
I don't know. Jingle bells attached to my shoes though, like the whole time.
Yeah, I would so do jingle bells. I so would. I would love it. Hear me from a mile away. I just sheer spirit.
Oh my God.
This is good. This is a tough one. I think the a holiday run, or is this like every day?
No. This is a
Christmas
Christmas run. Yeah, this is
How
Christmas
a
long is
run.
the
one-time
Christmas
deal.
run?
Yeah.
Jingle bells attached to my shoes. Yes.
Oh, I love it. Okay, I got one more random question for you three, the three of us here. What is your favorite Christmas movie? And the cheesier, the better.
My God. I mean, I just always, every year we watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. That's like, you have to watch it. So that's like, I
All
feel
the lines are coming back to me now. Yeah.
yeah. Like my family watches it every single year on Thanksgiving, like for as long as I can remember. So I'm like, does every family not do that? Is that not like, is that not an American tradition?
Love that show. That is classy. Yeah, the lines are fantastic. The whole, my Catherine starting the microwave and Eddie passing out and wetting his pants, and mine's Elf.
Elf, yeah.
And the scene that I love the most, the one that always just like makes me like just want to just roll over on the floor laughing, is when Buddy runs across the room, bounces off the couch, and does a bear hug onto the tree, and it collapses.
Oh, so good.
That would be great. I could watch that a million times.
How about you,
I could
April?
too. I was kind of going back and forth, but the one that brings me the most joy, because I just have this wonderful memory my mom and I went and saw it in theaters, is Jim Carrey's Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. And just, I think I almost peed my pants the first time I saw it. It was so good. And I hear they might be coming back to make another one, and I'm here for it.
Very nice.
Wouldn't that be great? I mean, it did sound like it was a production nightmare with the amount of makeup they had to do, but it just has such a special place. Okay, that you've made it through my holiday gauntlet. How do you feel?
That was a blast.
Cookie.
Yeah, I know. I want to pull out some croomcock out here too. All right, that wraps up our try ho ho ho. So whether you're deep in that holiday mode or still sneaking in workouts between parties, remember, this season is all about joy, connection, and showing up however you can. You can train when it feels good, rest when you need it, eat that cookie, wear that ugly sweater, and if your Garmin thinks you're detraining, just tell it Santa said it's fine, so let it go.
Love it. What a great way to roll into the holiday season, guys. It has been an amazing year. I know it's not over yet. We got another episode before the end of the year, but I wish both of you a wonderful holiday week with your loved ones, and can't wait to record the podcast with you next week, because we are going to do our coaches holiday gift exchange with each other, right? Yes.
Yes.
It's going to be fun. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait for you guys to open. Show.
It's going to be wonderful.
It's huge. I'm telling you. All right, folks, thanks for spending time with us today at the Grit to Greatness podcast. We're going to edit that a little bit. Folks, thanks for spending time with us on the Grit to Greatness Endurance podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, please follow us on Instagram and at Grit to Greatness Endurance. Leave us a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts. It helps us reach more athletes just like you. Stay gritty, train smart, and keep chasing greatness. We will see you next week.